it kind of hurt my feelings a little. And I think that's okay. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Let's try to get you. Okay, I think I like this setup. All right, welcome to all my new subscribers. Hi, my name is Sarah. I am vegan and I have been on my weight loss journey for about 2 years now. To all of my old subscribers, thank you so much for coming back and watching my video. So today I'm doing a video talking about my secret weapon. I posted a picture on my Instagram of like my before and after, and I asked you guys what kind of video you wanted to see, and the majority of you voted for my secret weapon. So if you guys are here for that, then keep watching. Alright, so if you guys watched my weight loss journey from the very beginning, I can put the video down below it's called My Vegan Weight Loss Journey. If you guys have watched that, you guys know that I started out with a picture, actually. So my sisters, we spent New Year's together, and then she was sending me the pictures afterwards, and like I was excited, like I had my hair done and whatever, but I was just like, I was so shocked at the way that I looked and like how puffy my face was, and then like I had a stomach, and like I was just super shocked. And in that moment I had to be brutally honest with myself, and that was my secret weapon. That will always be my secret weapon. That's what I'm telling you guys to be with yourself on a daily basis. And I think a lot of people are not brutally honest with themselves, and it really hurts you in multiple ways. But we're just talking about weight, health, and fitness today. So what does that look like to be brutally honest with yourself? So I just sat and like thought about some things that I thought about when I saw that picture of myself, and I'm looking down because I have them written down. I didn't want to forget them. So some examples that I wrote down is like, how do I want to look? And I can insert the picture here. How do I want to look when I look at myself in the mirror? Is this how I want to look? Doesn't matter what age you are, if you had kids or not, or if you're tall or if you're short. How do I want to look for myself to make myself happy? Because ultimately you're not competing against Jill, Jane, and Jack. You're competing against yourself. You need to compare yourself back to yourself, if that makes any sense. So how do you want to look? And then after that, how do you want to feel? That was a big one for me. So looking at that picture and like going back to that time, I felt tired all the time, and I didn't want to move around a lot. Maybe kind of sad, not like low energy, more anxious, feelings like of depression. And so looking back on that, it's like, is this how I want to feel for the rest of my life? Are these the feelings I want to feel when I wake up in the morning? Or if I do want to go work out, or if I want to try something new, if I want to do this, or if I want to do that, if I'm constantly looking in the mirror at myself and being like, hey, you don't really look the greatest. Hey, you don't really feel the greatest. Your energy is kind of low, and all these other things. Like, those are things that you need to know. And then I asked myself, like, okay, what am I eating? Are these healthy foods for me? And then even further, like, one of my goals in life is to be a mother. So are these foods that I'm going to feed my kids? Are these habits that I want them to learn? And so that was something that like really hit me, like, wow, is this what I would be teaching my children? And then I got more specific with like the food, like what specifically is it that I'm eating? What do I need to change? And what does healthy look like to me? Does that mean that I have to work out 7 days a week and be super lean and fit? And that's something I'm working on to this day. So what does healthy look like to you? And then even further, like, what are some of my resources? So like, I started out with like the BMI chart, and I mean, It's not the greatest, and it's not super accurate, and it hasn't been adjusted in like many years, but that's a place to start. I wouldn't be super tied to that, or even super tied to a number on a scale. That could be kind of dangerous. What other resources do you have? Your physician, your family physician, a dietitian. If you don't have access to either one of those right now, because the times that we live in, a healthy friend, a healthy aunt, the neighbor down the street that's always walking and running and seems as though she's healthy, or he. Think about things that you can access easily, and then use them as your resources. I get a lot of people like in my DMs or on Facebook Messenger that ask like, hey, I have a quick question about this, and I'm no expert, and if people value my opinion, that's great. If you don't, that's fine. Reach out to me. I would gladly help you. And then the next aspect of being brutally honest with myself. So once I was like, okay, this is not how I want to feel, this is not how I want to look, what can I do right now? Because I mean, I'm that kind of person that's like, okay, something's in disarray, what can I do about it right this moment? And I think a lot of things in life, like, you can't really do like change something overnight, or you can't change something in that moment. It takes time. But with regards to your health and fitness and your weight and all those things, that is something that you can do and handle in the moment. You can start in that exact moment, once you decide, obviously. So what can you do right now? I always say start with your diet, things that are in the kitchen, things that you grab quickly, drink more water, and move your body. I do have other videos pointing out those things, and then I'm planning on making more videos, so stay tuned for that. And then I'll put some my other videos in the description box for things that you can do right now. And then after that, or maybe even before that, ask yourself, are you ready to make a change? Because honestly, you can sit there and look and, okay, I don't like the way I look, I don't like the way I feel, but if you're not ready to make the commitment to change, then what's the point, you know? So ask yourself those things, figure out what it's going to take for you to get to the point where you want to be at. If that means just like, okay, I want to be healthy, I want to make all these healthy habits, okay, get rid of everything that's terrible for you in the kitchen, start cooking, and get you a gallon water bottle and start with just that. Maybe then incorporate in walks. It just is going to depend on what's the answer to those questions for you. Once again, the reason why you need to be brutally honest with yourself. And for these things, I would suggest going back and like listening to these questions and writing down the answer to the question and sitting and really thinking about it and how you're going to make the change for yourself. And if you're not ready, then you're not ready. But that's, once again, up to you. Okay, so I thought about, if I wasn't brutally honest with myself, like, where would I be? So when I started, I was 165 pounds. And if you guys don't know, I'm 4'11", so I should weigh, according to the BMI scale, around 105 to like 120. And right now I'm sitting at like 133, the last time I weighed myself. So though that's extra 30 pounds is like a lot for my frame. So where would I be? I would probably weigh more than that, and I think I did because I just stopped weighing myself at some point. So I would weigh more than that. I would definitely be depressed, more anxious than I was, sad, not feeling the greatest about myself, just really overall not in a good place. And honestly, I'm so happy that I was honest with myself, and I will be honest. How many times have I said honest in this video? It kind of hurt my feelings a little. And I think that's okay. The truth hurts sometimes, and I think it's what you do after that that's gonna define you and define the outcome of this, and not so much how it feels in that moment. So, okay, so I know that there's so much going on in the world right now. Like, life is crazy as it is, and kids and work and jobs and bills, and then add on top of that a pandemic. Like, life is crazy right now. I completely understand that. And so that brings a lot of uncertainty, and with that with the uncertainty, people get a lot of anxiety. And so it's easier to say to yourself, like, oh, I'm fine, or like, oh, it's okay to have this type of ice cream, or oh, it's okay to skip my workout this week. And ultimately that's only hurting you. And there's more at stake than just looking good or feeling skinny. Like, there's more at stake than that. I don't need to have a whole spiel about hypertension, diabetes, strokes, heart attack, cancer. Like, we don't need to have all that talk. We know that that's what are you trying to say? We know that those things are important and real and something that can happen to you. So there's more at stake than just looking at your body and being like, oh, I want to look fit and healthy and happy. Like, no. It's more serious than that, and those are serious ramifications to not being honest with yourself. So I would encourage you to also consider that. Now you've made it to the end of the video and you're like, okay, shit, I need to be brutally honest with myself. Now what do? I would say act, do something about it. And that is scary. I'm not gonna lie to you, that's scary. It's hard, especially when you have other people in your life, other people in your home, in your space, important people that you care about that don't agree, that aren't honest with themselves. But I think it's important to be honest with yourself, because you are the person that matters the most. Because you can't pour from an empty cup. You can't take care of anybody else if you yourself aren't healthy and happy and whole. So my secret weapon, I feel like it sounds so crazy, but it's so true. My secret weapon to getting from where I started to now, it is honestly being brutally honest with myself and taking my health and wellness and nutrition and longevity and happiness into my own hands and making it a priority. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It probably wasn't what you were expecting, but yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. If you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, share this video with whoever, and I'll see you guys